OBS has been restarted. Slapshot has been restarted. I'm getting my 5,000 bitrate in. No dropped frames so far. Praying to God himself, please don't let it lag. I'm gonna do another I'm gonna do a quick test and see if it's good. If it's not, that sucks. Alright, we're good. Alright, we should be fine now. Who's playing? Camels? Poo Balls, I need to message you. Unless the lobby's already been made. New bongfish. Camels Versalak. Alright, you're making it. Poop. Poo Balls. He's in here. Cool. Alright, dope. I still have to put out the announcement of who's streaming what games. Oh my gosh, it's so much. I can't take it. How does Min do this? I can't take it. What is my streaming lineup? What does it look like tonight? All right, so 8:30 already happened. I'll put that out anyway. Alright, I think that's alright. Oh my gosh, I am woefully unprepared. I was late for my game, I was late for the stream, everything sucks. We'll figure it out as we go, though. Hopefully, the stream doesn't lag. We're just hoping and praying. Oh boy. Alright. I am ready. I am as ready as I'll ever be, and that's still kind of a maybe. Alright, the Canada Camels taking on the Alaskan All-Stars. Canada Camels starting lineup, Poo Balls, Rek, and Endrick. To head that one up, Poo Balls being the captain. On the flip side, Echo, Gray, and Triggered Kid, all the starting lineup for the Alaskan All-Stars. Alaskan All-Stars wearing the blue, Canada Camels in the red. The way I add and subtract scores, I hit Control and Shift, and whenever I use capitals, it kind of that includes the key shift. That's why it goes up and down. Gray here, taking a hand on that one on the near side. Here's Poo Balls off the back end, throws it down to the far side. We're already lagging. This is just a bad day to cast, I guess. I was gonna take tonight off, but wow. I have no idea what it could possibly be. I don't know. I don't know. I've tried nearly everything except for uninstalling my system. What is it? System 32. This just be like the Slapshot servers be, you know, as is the way it goes. Hopefully we're fine by 10 o'clock when we have an actual professional division game. If not, that kind of sucks. But yeah. For some reason, the tick update is like 1 per second. Like if you look at the bottom right, the little text, the server tick, That's what tick the game's running on. Our client tick is way ahead of that, and that shows you how much lag you have. Because there's not really a ping feature in the game. Rec with the first goal of the evening finds his way in the net. Your guess is as good as mine. I really don't know. Immediately looking for retaliation. Echo looking for the crease, not able to find it. Pooh Balls down the near side, goes off Gray a couple times. Triggered Kid here getting a hand on this one. Pooh Balls battling against Triggered Kid as well. And it looks like we're back up to modern time. As Rec gets a hand on this one, throws it down to the near side, goes off Triggered Kid. Echo here in the neutral zone, takes this one off the backhand, looks for the net, not able to find his way past Rec. Pooh Balls dumps this one down to the far side corner. Pooh Balls looking to pick this one up. Gray hounding him for the puck. Echo getting a touch on this one off the backhand, keeps it along the baseline. Looking to take this one up off the backhand as he reverses it around, tries to get past Rec. Bounces it off the boards and takes it out. Echo getting a touch, trying to get past Pooh Balls. Echo throws this one down to Endrick. Gets that one back into the neutral zone. Drives it down into the corner, throws it out to the point, not able to connect with Pooh Balls as he takes it out for the backhand trip out into the far side boards. Rec continues its way down into the offensive zone, but without contact. Gray shooting long distance call. Echo looking to finish that one off, but not able to get past Endrick. Endrick down to the near side, bank pass over to Pooh Balls. Looks to slap that one in the net off the forehand, not able to find it as it misses near side. Oh, we're about half a second, maybe? We're a decent amount behind. And I'm not sure why. Canada Cable is currently leading the Alaskan All-Stars 1-0 as we watch the lag fest that are the Slapshot servers. Triggered Kid towards the crease. Nice save by Endrick. Gets it off Pooh Balls. Gray gets a backhander off the boards. Rec getting a nice interception. Throws it down into the corner. Gray, backhander off the backboard. Tries to find Triggered. Goes off Pooh Balls. Echo here getting a hand on this one. Endrick throws it off the far side boards. Echo, bank pass down to the near side. Triggered getting a nice backhander on that one. Hits Endrick up to the far side. Echo getting a backhander, forehander. Gray getting a touch on this one. Pooh Balls getting a hand in the mix as well. Pooh Balls with a nice scoring chance, pressured up by Triggered Kid, and that's going to be the difference maker there, keeping that one wide of the netting. With a minute 37 remaining, we're here in the first. We have a 1-0 game, and the Camels are in the lead. All right, if this continues, I don't know. Oh, good saying, let's go blue team. Oh, good being on. I'm not going to comment on that. Cheer for what you'd like. Gray on the defensive end looks to take this one down towards the near side. We're a handsome chunk behind real time here in the game. 500 ticks to be exact. I think that's, what, 4 seconds? Yeah, good. I know you're on the Wrath. I'm your B team. Triggered Kid down in the corner, looking to take this one out. At some point in time, Endrick got a hand on that one. Nice clear up by Echo. Rec getting a touch. Gray with an empty net, drops it in the back of the twine, and that's going to be a goal. It just doesn't even work. It just doesn't work. My soundboard is not having it today. It's taking the day off just like the slap servers, I swear. It is just not my day. Good shot, better save. Hey, we're smooth. We're like butter. Look at it go. We're only like 40 ticks behind now. Triggered Kid getting a nice hand on that one. Looks to take the backhander towards the net. Hits Pooh Balls. Pooh Balls bringing this one out of the gate. Triggered Kid getting a little bit of disruption. Throws it up to the far side. Endrick getting a hand on that one. Past that was Echo. Rec getting a hand on this one off the backside. Throws this one out. Triggered Kid throws it up to the far side with a second remaining. And that's the end. We got to see a whole 2 minutes of this game. And for some reason, my soundboard is not working. So you'll just have to deal with my annoying voice. Why is it not working? Oh, there it goes. That's cool. That's really delayed. We're just going to have to grit our teeth and bear it, you know? Grr. Might be a better A team than us currently. I don't know about that. We're still in open. You guys are made it to Challenger. That's a feat right there. I mean, who knows? We might both be in intermediate division, but you guys are definitely the better team than us. That's not even a question. Echo up to Gray. Gray gets a hit on this one. Brings it back down to the near side. Does this work? Dope. It works. Up to the far side. Gray getting a hand on this one, looking to take this one out of the gate. Not able to find a teammate as Gray gets a hand on this one. Off of Endrick. Poobah is looking for the shot. Shoots, scores! And it doesn't work for some reason. What do I have to do? I had numlock on. Are you serious? Is that why it wasn't working? That's why it wasn't working. Are you kidding me? I had numlock on this whole time. We're gonna get it straight tonight. Hey man, more power to you. This is the turnaround of the season for you guys up in Winnipeg. Nice shot by Poobah. Finds the back of the twine, making it a 3-1 game. That's pretty cool. The tick difference is around 1,500, and that's not great. This is... Wait, turn it back on. It started lagging after numlock was off. No, that's why my soundboard wasn't working. That's why it was... That was the solution I was looking for. Because I have, if you want my full set of keybinds, numpad 7 is for the home team, which is on our left. Numpad 9 is for the away team's goal horn. Then, like, 1 does this. 2 does this. 3 does this. It's the other. It's all the chants. It's all the organ stuff. It's just bound to the numpad, and then the goal horns are there too. And then there's brass bonanza in there. But you know, you've heard enough of that. Your goal announce sounds like Mike Lang. If you know who that is. Oh yeah, I'm a big fan of Lang. That's the main inspiration of my commentary. I grew up in Pittsburgh. I know who Lang is. Poobah's with a bank pass down to the near side. Gets a hand on this one. We're 7,000 ticks behind regular time. If you want a frame reference for that, that's frame rate. That's 60 frames per second. Maybe it's not. I'm assuming it runs at 60 ticks. It might be more than that. It's where you live currently. Pittsburgh's a good place. I like it. Small city. But, you know, I'm not a fan of the city. I don't know what else to talk about because I can't do commentary on this. It just feels like the world's slowest snail. It's the opposite of Turbo. It's imagine Turbo if he was a regular snail. This is what this game feels like. It's just I was really looking forward to this triple header and the Clappers game. Is your bitrate too high for your connection? I could crank it up to 12,000 bitrate. I'm gonna be straight with you. My download, I could probably do it to 20,000, but that's way too high for anyone else to like watch. Nice shot by Echo. Finds the back of the twine. Did you see that backhander? I sure did. Same. I can smoothly cast with 20,000 bitrate. My upload speed is 80 megabytes. I can do it pretty confidently. Because if it was the stream being the reason that it was lagging, you wouldn't be able to hear me. My words would come through at the same speed that the game's coming through. Because when you stream, you don't download anything. You just upload. It's strict upload speed. This game, on the other hand, this is my download speed. But for some reason, my download speed is 200 megabytes per second. And I have no idea how. Because I did a speed test. There's a server. There's a server for the speed test. I think it's owned by my ISP. It's like 50 minutes away from me. And I had 6 milliseconds of ping on that. Hang on. Alright, I think they're in the intermission. No. Let me try this. Where is it? That's not it. That's the team I just played. We'll see if this gets us back in the hot seat. All right, let's see how long this lasts. Our tick difference is 0. Yeah, everything's smooth outside. I don't know why, but the tick, my slapshot's tick speed just drops below the server randomly. I don't know why. So anytime we start lagging, I'm just gonna do that, and we'll get back into the saddle with just mere seconds remaining. It is now 5-3. Camels scored 1 while we were lagging, and then they just scored again with 12 seconds remaining in the second period of play with a 2-goal differential as Alaska had 3. Both of them scoring once whilst we were lagging. Very strange, but that's going to be the end of the second period of play. Hopefully the third period has a better time for us in store. It's tough to say. Yeah, I'm not dropping any frames on the upload side. 4,000 bitrate, 60 frames a second. I could put like a GIF in the corner to loop if you guys want. Show the frame rate. Alright, third period of action. The puck is dropped. The game is underway. Winning this one, Echo quite cleanly. Looks for Trigger, not able to find him. Endrick here back on the backhand. Third period of action here brought to you by Geico or whatever. Not sponsored. It's not brought to you by Geico. We're not that cool. Echo with a nice bank pass gets this one out of the zone. Endrick here trying to chase after this one. Brought back off the forehand. Throws it down to the near side. Triggered Kid getting the first touch on this one. Nice spinorama. Throws it up to the far side. Good fake. Able to pay off finding Echo. Echo loosens that one back to the point. Endrick gets a hand on that one. Echo here off the forehand. Takes it up the far side. Looks to take this one. Shooting! Not able to score. Just off the near side post. Triggered Kid here with the rebound. Looking to take this one off the backhand down to the far side. Echo here picking this one up off the backhand. Finds its way back to Gray. Gets this one past Rec. Rec getting it into the point. Triggered Kid up against Pooh Balls. Is calm when he shouldn't be, but he is. And he's able to make that one pay off. Echo down low. Working his magic out into the crease. Shooting hits! The goaltender once, twice. Gray with the rebound shot, also hitting Enric. And Echo off the near side boards. Bank pass over to Trigger. Trigger looking for the goal, not able to hit it off the tape as it hits the tip. Rec up against Trigger. Gray getting a nice backhander on this one. Once, twice off. Pooh Ball is kept alive on the near side. Rec here on the defensive end for the Camels, looking to take this one out of the zone. Goes off Gray to the far side. Endrick chasing after this one. Gets this one back to Rec. Rec, taking up far side. Off. Echo off the post in the paint. Nice save by Echo off of Pooh Balls. Incredible composure out in the crease. Keeps this game to a 3-5 difference. Here's Endrick coming out of the zone. Off the back. Echo stealing it away. Shooting. Not able to find the net as it comes out the other side of the crease. Triggered back to Echo. Off Endrick. Endrick here for the Camels. Finds it to Rec. Triggered gets us down behind the enemy goal line. Looks to take it off the backhand. Takes this one out for a walk around the dog park. Keeps it on the backhand after a little bit of mishandling. Rec gets this one out to the point where Pooh Balls will pick it up. Shoots this one down the length of the ice. And Echo here to follow it. Endrick shooting hits side of Gray. Gray keeps this one out to the far side. Dumps this one down the full 200. Echo here to chase after Rec. Rec for the Camels getting the secondary touch. Off Endrick out in front. Triggered at the point. Losing that one to Pooh. Goes off to the far side. Gray here with it now off the backhand. Going to take his time walking around the dog park down to the near side. Passing this one off the face of Endrick. Endrick shooting. Scoring. Making it 6-3. The Canada Camels bringing out the big guns and not regretting any amounts of it. 6-3 now the score. 2 minutes, 43 seconds remaining. The goal difference is 3 as Gray dumps this one down. The game is on. Echo takes it towards the net. Off the backhand. Finds Trigger. Shoots. Scores! 4-6 now the score. Echo with a nice feed. Finds its way back to the point. We have a ball game. Rex, he's displaying his displeasure with that last goal. Pooh Ball's looking for the net, not able to find it. Endrick getting this one back to the point, goes off Gray. Rec here picking this one up, looking to take this one back out the other way. Echo getting a touch on that one, over to Pooh Ball's, not able to find him on the point. The feed from Rec. Pooh Ball's off the forehand, gets swatted away by Trigger. Trigger dumping this one down for the Alaskan All-Stars, pressuring Endrick. Gray gets a touch for the All-Stars, off of Endrick out in front. Gray gets a touch. Pooh Ball's here with the control for the Camels, keeping it behind the goal line. Gray hounding him like a hound dog, throws it down to the near side. Endrick getting a touch on that one, out into the paint, thrown back by Endrick. Pooh Balls with a nice dump out with 1:56 remaining. We have a 2-goal difference. Triggered Kid to Gray. Shoots, not able to find the paint. Endrick out to the far side. Echo gets a bank pass off the backboards. Here's Rec bringing this one out off the forehand. Echo getting that one thrown out to the far side corner. And Pooh Balls the chase after this one. Pass over to Endrick. Endrick here off the backhand. Shoots it on. Able to find the net. Gray up against Pooh Balls. Off the backhand. Finds Rec. Shooting. Nice save by Triggered out at the front of the point. Gray up against Pooh Balls. Endrick here with control. Off the backhand. Looks to make a name for himself. Shoots into the far side post and wide. Endrick here taking this one down behind the All-Stars goal. Working his way down into the corner. Goes off Gray out to the point. Rec here waiting on the prowl. Off the forehand. Gets past Triggered, but Triggered with a nice stick check. Gets him some elbow room to work with. Goes off him. Gray shooting it down. Echo here battling against Endrick. Endrick winning that one. Back to Triggered. Triggered behind his own cage, losing that one to Rec. Rec looking for the Pooh Balls out in the slot. Not able to connect with the tape. Triggered in the corner. Finds its way out to the point. Rec here with a nice steal. Nice save by Gray. Keeps that one off the forehead into the Chrome Dome. And keeps that one out of the net. Gets this one up to the far side. Nice through. Shot. Scores. Unbelievable angle. Echo finds the back of the twine. Getting them down to a 1-goal difference with a beautiful feed. Whoo. Triggered Kid looking for the shot, not able to find it. It's at the back of the twine. Triggered Kid there with a nice receiving touch. Throws it back to the defensive end, and Echo will take charge over to Gray. Rec looking for the shot, not able to find it into the paint. Pooh Balls looking on the doorstep to find the puck, but finds nothing instead. Endrick here on the defensive end for the Camels, looking to waste some time around his own defensive goal line. Pooh Balls here chasing after this one with an offensive chance. Takes it back, milking a little bit more time off the clock on the pin-up on the boards. Endrick looking to do the same. Back in the corner, looking to just play a little bit of keep away with 15 seconds remaining. The difference is 1 in. The Alaskan All-Stars are down, but they're not out quite yet. Rec looking for the shot. Tries to get around Gray. Gray looking for the dump out. Not able to get that one cleanly. 6 seconds remaining. Rec battles in the offensive zone. Popped out by Triggered Kid. Here's Gray off. Pooh Balls looking for the shot, but that's going to be the end of the ball game. We made it through a period without lagging. I cannot believe it. But that will be the final score here this evening as the Camels triumph over the All-Stars. Good match from both sides of the ice, but in the end, the one with the most goals comes out on top. Taking a look at the other broadcasts, if slap gods permit, the Alaskan All-Stars taking on the Philadelphia Light Emitting Dangles here in the intermediate division, coming up here shortly on the Slapshot Premier Network. SPN, if you will. Who would have thought I'd work for the SPN? I don't know how we got through that without lagging. I'm greatly excited for the future in this next matchup. I'm gonna have to dig through my game logs, aren't I? Oh, I gotta find my match. Man, I should have let Ottawa win. Hopefully the rest are like that. I'm praying the same. I'm gonna be honest with you. We got about 8 minutes until the next match starts, so go get some water. And hopefully we'll be ready for whenever you come back. Alright, we're about 5 minutes away from the drop of the puck. If you're wondering who all is in the Slapshot Premier Intermediate Division over in the Red Conference, taking a look at all the teams here in one listing, we have the Philadelphia Lightning Dangles, the Alaskan All-Stars, the Canada Camels, the Honolulu Hootenannies, the Tri-City Poloskis that now have a logo. It's quite nice. This is just an old graphic. I forgot about that. Cowtown Bongfish, and then the two open teams that won the preseason play-in tournament, the New Jersey Noobs and the Ocean City Typhoons, both claiming a spot up here in the Intermediate Division, both looking to make a name for themselves. The Ocean City Typhoons previously in the stream taking their game against the All-Stars 7-2. Good matchup so far, and so far, I don't remember what word I was going to follow that up with that kind of rhymed, but yeah, I'm not the most adequate whenever it comes to vocabulary. Looking over at the standings, we see the Philadelphia Lightning Dangles in first place overall in the Red Conference here in the Intermediate Division, followed up by the Honolulu Hootenannies. Both of those teams are undefeated here up in the Intermediate Red Conference. Sorry, I was getting rid of that black line on the right side. Down to third place, Cowtown Bongfish with a 2-1 record. The Canada Camels getting knocked down with a 2-2 record currently. Oh no, they won their game. Did I update that? It should be. Words are hard. The New Jersey Noobs here with a 1-2 record. The Tri-City Poloskis also 1-2. Down below them are the Typhoons getting their first win of the season. 1-3 against what is their record, winning their first game 7-2 against the All-Stars. Our All-Stars looking to take on the first seed here shortly. All-Stars having a 1-4 record, looking to give the Philadelphia Lightning Dangles their first taste of loss here in the Intermediate Division, here in first season of Rebound. Will it happen, or will they defend? Will Philadelphia defend and keep their undefeated title? Who is to say? With about 3 minutes left, the All-Stars looking to take on the LEDs, the Light Emitting Dangles. I didn't have enough room on the screen to type it all out, so, you know, you live with that. But, yeah, hopefully our connection permits us to cast these games, because if they don't, I will be sad. I believe Love's casting the Clappers and Penguins game. So if anything else fails, you know, you got a pro game to watch. But yeah, the teams are in the lobby. They are ready to go. The starting lineup for the Alaskan All-Stars, once again, Trigger Kid, Gray, and Echo, as always, out there on the ice, pumping it up, ready to rock it, ready to pop it. On the flip side, the Light Emitting Dangles starting lineup looks a little something like... Clear. Sorry, my brain is managing micros. Starting lineup for the Light Emitting Dangles, Youngblood, Captain Duck, and Brandflakes out there on the ice, pumping it up, ready to go, ready to pop it, lock it, polka dot it, all of the above. Just vibrating with so much excitement out there on the ice. It's going to be a good one here this evening. You will not want to miss it. This was an FF. That is unfortunate to hear, Pittsburgh. Thank you, Echo, for starting the prediction. I think it was you. I completely forgot. I'm going to be honest. If you guys are voting for the LEDs, I mean, someone should bet the odds. Just throw 10 points on the All-Stars. You might be pleasantly surprised. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Pazu. Thank you, Echo. You're best mod. You're only mod, so yeah, no. Best mod. Only one that'll show up. Golden Knight having full faith the LEDs are gonna, you know, come out tanking. Sriracha is on the bench for this match. It'll be interesting to see if they'll give him the nod halfway through the game or not. But Pazuzu, thank you. I struggle enough with names. Butchering names are, you know, my favorite pastime. Everyone's ready to rock it on the ice as we take two. The puck is dropped and the time is underway in the first period of play between the Alaskan All-Stars and the Philadelphia Light Emitting Dangles. Dangles in the blue defending the right net and the All-Stars in the red defending the left. Gray shoots, scores! And they find the back of the twine early on here in game number 1, making it 1-0. Home team in the lead. Gray just touches it right in off the hip of Brandflakes, and that really makes the difference. 13 seconds elapsing before the first puck was put into the net. Sure to be a shootout, perhaps. Maybe both teams will just, you know, shut it down completely on defense. Who's to say? Youngblood looking for that shot at the point. Gets it through and let go in through the crowd. Just finding its way somehow, some way. Youngblood looking for the pass out in front. Doesn't get it, but pleasantly finds it in the back of the net. That's the wrong goal horn. Yeah, that's my fault. I'm sorry. I'll get it right next time, LED. Or Philly. Nice shot by Brandflakes from the point. Another one goes in for the Philadelphia Light Emitting Dangles. Off of Echo's touch. Goes off, triggered, and back in the net. That tends to happen, you know. That's just something you're going to run into with Slapshot. It is what it is, and you kind of just move past it. Triggered Kid with a nice dump out with 4:20 remaining. Blaze it, am I right? That's an old meme. Brandflakes out to Captain Duck. Captain Duck off the forehand. Finds Youngblood. Shoots. Nice save by Triggered. Keeping that one wide. Brandflakes dumping it down. Gray with possession here for the All-Stars. Swatted away by Captain Duck. Out to the point. Echo there reading that play magnificently. Youngblood off the boards. Finds Captain Duck shooting. Not able to find the net. Here's Gray. Bank pass down low. Youngblood over to Captain Duck. Out in front looking for Brand. Shoots. Nice save by Triggered. Keeping that one out to the point. Slapped down. Echo with the first touch here for the All-Stars. Goes off Youngblood. Kept control off the boards. Thrown out to the point. Gray here getting a hand on this one. Brandflakes off the forehand, finding Youngblood, goes off Triggered Kid. Youngblood once again looking for the shot, shooting over to Brandflakes off the back end, stops it with the hip, not able to get a tape on that one. Gray out to the point, losing this one to Blood. Off to the far side, dumps this one down. Triggered Kid getting a touch on that one, but sends out to Captain Duck. That'll keep charge for the Light Emitting Dangles. Down to Brandflakes. Brandflakes at the point, shooting this one down behind the net of the All-Stars. Out in front, Captain Duck looking for Brand, not able to find him off the first few seconds. Echo there, knocking that one loose, controls it back on the defense. Out to the point, shoots, not able to find the net down the near side. Captain Duck, bounce pass, finds Gray. Gray up the ice, looks for Triggered Kid in the corner, getting the dump and chase in action. Goes off the head of Echo, the dump out attempt from Captain Duck off the near side boards. Captain Duck here with it, dumps this one down the full length into the far side corner. First touch by Youngblood. Triggered Kid pressuring him up off the forehand, not able to find the back of the netting, and Gray will dump it out. Captain Duck, immediate retaliation off of Echo into the far side. Echo getting a touch on this one. Triggered Kid down the forehand, throws it down to Gray. Gray with a dump out, bank pass down to Echo. Echo in the corner, off the backhand, off, looking for a bank pass off of Captain Duck, not able to find it. Youngblood off of Captain Duck. Brandflakes picks it up, shoots, not able to find the net. Here's Triggered Kid here with it now, up to the far side. Taking it off the backhand forehand, lost to Brandflakes, kept down to the near side boards. Youngblood chasing, Echo getting the better touch, bank pass off of Captain Duck. Echo throws it back down behind his own goal line. Triggered Kid here with a nice positioning, keeps this one in possession of the All-Stars. Goes off, Brandflakes, Youngblood almost getting a hand. Nice shot from Echo, but just wide off the head of Captain Duck. Youngblood behind his own net, off the forehand, dumps this one out with a bit of leverage. Gray stops it. Brandflakes keeps it going. Up into the corner, thrown to the far side. Captain Duck with a nice shot through the crease. It goes out the other side. Brainflakes up against Gray. Gray with the backhand control. Looks to take this one out. Only finds the back of the cage off the far side. Youngblood down to the near side. Echo getting a hand against Brainflakes. Throws it back to the far side. Captain Duck here with possession. Throws it over to Youngblood. Kept into the corner. Gray knocks it out. Youngblood off Captain Duck. Captain Duck on the defensive fallback. On the back check, if you will. Echo getting a nice stick battle. Gets possession to Triggered Kid off him. Brainflake dumping this one down behind the Alaskan net. Youngblood pinned up against the boards. Look to take this one out. Goes past the goaltender. Looks at the point. Echo stops up that shot. Triggered Kid with a nice shot. Shooting. Not able to score. Just off the far side netting. And Triggered Kid keeps possession off of Brainflakes. Captain Duck bank pass off Echo. Off Youngblood. Brainflakes popped out neutral zone. Triggered Kid up to the far side. Bank pass off the backhand, far side. Brainflakes, tip of the stick. Echo drives in towards the crease, off the forehand, not able to get past his teammate, and Captain Duck sends that one wide. Gray, bank pass down, looking for Echo, finds only Youngblood. Echo back to Gray, throws it down. Youngblood up to the far side. Here's Brainflakes with it. Gray gets a nice touch instead. Battle ensues between Gray and Brainflakes. Triggered Kid keeps that one in the zone. Echo here pursuing it, throws it down to the near side. Captain Duck not able to get possession before the shift out. A little miscommunication between teammates. Here's Brainflakes out the other way, shooting. It's the side of the cage from the point. Nice shot, just mere inches off. Triggered Kid banks this one down to the near side. Echo back to Gray. Forehand pass, not able to get past Captain Duck. Youngblood here in the neutral zone, off the back end, looks to take it to the far side. Off the back end, looks for Captain Duck, not able to find him as he retreats to the defensive end. Echo picks this one up. Back to the defensive end of his side he'll go. Bank pass to himself off the back of the cage. Youngblood pressures the crease, not able to find Brainflakes at the point. Neither able to find a nice shot lane to get that one down. He'll dump it down to Youngblood. Getting this back to the point. Brainflakes gets around Triggered Kid. One man to beat. Throws it off the side of the cage. And Gray will take charge down low for the All-Stars. Youngblood swatting this one into the corner. Out to the point. Captain Duck looking for the shot off Gray. Echo getting a touch on this one off the backhand. Looks for the net. Shoots off the near side post. Triggered Kid looks to take this one to the house, but time does expire. End of the first period. 2-1 our score. With a 1-point difference, the LEDs, the light emitting tangles, are in the lead. Gray wanting to change teams, but if you want to. Oh my goodness, we got a dev in the chat. The second best dev, only behind Irvian. I'll have to stick to that, or else someone will clip it and send it to him. Aya, gifting 5 subs. I love you. Enjoy the little hockey stick badge. I tried to make it as Twitch-esque as I possibly could. Criticisms are open if you want to. If not, you gotta Patrick the Star Pog emote, you know. Do with that what you will. Game is on, and we're gonna get this one popping and locking as soon as possible as the puck is dropped. Our second period is underway. Looking to get back into the game are the Alaskan All-Stars as they're down 1-0 currently in the intermediate division. Last place versus first place. Echo looking for the crease, shooting and scoring. Triggered Kid ties it up, crashing the crease when he's needed most. And nice execution from the Alaskan All-Stars. Sriracha just not able to send that one out of the crease, substituting in from the first to the second period. Sriracha out there on the ice, trying to make a name for himself. A very good defensive player at heart, if I remember correctly. A long-distance shot finds the back of the netting again, and the Alaskan All-Stars take the lead. 3-2 now the score. Triggered Kid with a long ball. 19 seconds expiring. We have 2 Alaskan goals. I mean, it's just, you know, it is what it is. Triggered Kid looking to take this one out. Sriracha here getting a hand on this one. Throws it down the ice. Youngblood out in front. Brainflake shooting off the side of Echo. Goes back behind the netting. Off the side of the cage. Gray gets a hand. Echo here keeps it behind. Off the forehand. Looks to take this one out. Brainflake's getting a touch on this one. Echo here getting a hand. Throws it down to the far side. Echo here picking this one up. Goes off the side of Sriracha. Triggered Kid here. Back to Gray. Shoots. Not able to score. That would have been magnificent. Brainflake's off the far side. Echo off of him. Youngblood towards the net. Not able to get enough mustard on that one. Throws it out to the point. Brainflake's looking for the shot. Not able to find it neither. And that one comes into the corner. Triggered Kid off the backhand. Takes it up to the near side. Brainflake's out in front. Looking for Youngblood. Not enough mustard behind those skates. Brainflake shoots. Not able to get that one past Echo at the last second. Gets the tip of the stick on the pass. And keeps that one off the blade. Up to the far side, Brainflakes off into the point. Shooting, not able to score. Echo from the neutral zone looking for the paint, and that one will come back down the other side, and Youngblood with the goal. Off the 50 shot. on his own far side faceoff circle. The Alaskan All-Star is able to find... It wasn't the Alaskan All-Star. Philadelphia light limiting dangles. Hang on a second. That's the wrong goal horn. I'm sorry. My mind is elsewhere currently. I thought I had the... I do have it fixed. Why did it play that one? That one's dumb. Alaska keeps getting such close shots. They're getting really close. Just a few inches make the difference. There's been a lot of shots hitting the side of the cage on the follow through. Out in front, Youngblood here taking it up the ice, shooting, scoring. That's the wrong goal horn. I don't know why I pressed that button. My brain is on the opposite. We'll just fade that one out, and we'll pick it up whenever they get the next one, if they get the next one. 4-3 the score. Alaska down once again, but they're not out quite yet. They still got 2 minutes and 52 seconds remaining here before the final buzzer of the second period of play sounds. We still have 7 minutes of gameplay at least here tonight. Brain Flakes down along the near side boards battling. Echo getting a touch on this one. Gray throws it up to the far side. Youngblood here traveling to take this one off the backhand. Gray gets a touch on that one. Youngblood there with a nice dump down. Triggered getting a touch on this one. Throws it up to the far side. Brings this one down around behind the enemy goal line. Here's Echo with it now. Pressured up by Sriracha. Nice stick check. Gets possession off the forehand. Difficulty getting that over the Triggered Kid's stick. But Gray keeps this one in the zone. Youngblood against Gray. Gray wins that one out to the point. Shot. Nice save. Kept alive. And thrown into the far side corner. Sriracha out of the zone. Nice interception by Echo. Brain Flake shoots. Scores! And it's 5-3. I don't know stick terminology. The blade is, you see the white tape? That's the blade of the stick. And then the shaft is like, you know, the rest of it that you hold on to. The butt is the top of the stick. And then, you know, the tip is the tip. That's the entirety of stick terminology. Here's your crash course. That's the nutshell. Brain Flakes back on defense. Triggered Kid taking that one towards the crease. Echo here back at the point. Shooting, not able to score. Sriracha off the backboard. Bank pass. Triggered Kid looking down the near side. Only finds the enemy jersey. Youngblood. Bank pass off the far side. Echo here taking this one off the backhand. Looking for the shot. Nice save off the side of the cage. Sriracha hugging that one quite tightly. Keeps that one out of the net. Echo back to the defensive side. Looking to take this one. Youngblood trips him up a little bit. Sriracha getting a touch on this one. Taking this down to the near side. Looks to sauce it down. Youngblood, nice control back to the point. Sriracha shooting, scoring! I don't know why I keep pushing that button. I don't know why. I'm sorry, Philadelphia. Youngblood down low. Triggered getting a hand on this one. Echo bringing this one out to the far side. Slapped out. Brain Flakes picking this one up. Shot down to the near side. Gray getting a touch. Youngblood there thrown out. Sriracha here at the point. Shoots this one near side. Missing. Gray. Bank pass to himself off the far side corner. Off the back end. Banks this one off the near side boards. Triggered looking for the swing towards the net. Not able to find it. Hits the tip of the stick and wide. Sriracha down to Brain Flakes. Off Triggered to the far side. Youngblood traveling after this one. Not able to get that one back to the point. Philadelphia on the offensive side. Triggered Kid getting a nice touch out of the zone. Sriracha here for the dangles. Echo picking it up for the All-Stars. Youngblood off Sriracha. Thrown down the ice. 6-3 our score. 3 points of difference. 30 seconds remaining here in the second period of play. Brain Flakes looking to press the offense here. Gets this one down to Youngblood. Youngblood down in the corner. Throws it back to the point. Sriracha here for the shot. Shoots. Nice save out of the air. Triggered Kid with the tip at the top of the blade. Gets that one out of harm's way. Youngblood out in front. Sriracha not able to roof it. Wanted to, but not able to get that positioning on it. Echo off Youngblood. 10 seconds remaining. Youngblood looks for the clear out. Off the tip of the stick. Brain Flakes comes back for it. Sends it down the rest of the ice. 5 seconds remaining. Gray off the far side board. Sriracha gets a hanging on that one. Throws it out in front, but that will be the end of the second period of play. 6-3 our score. The light emitting dangles are in the lead. Captain Duck back in the driver's seat, wanting to sit out the period. Only way you can do that is if you unplug your router. We're technically not allowed to start the game with a 2-on-3 or anything less than a 3-on-3. I don't know specifically about periods. I'll have to look into that. Now that I know I don't know that. Sriracha off the back end, looking to take this one down to the far side. Do you guys want me to turn off the server information? Because I think the ticks are finally, like, evening out. Now that we have the dev in chat, everything's fine. You know, that's the way it works out sometimes. Captain Duck with a nice send out. Echo getting a touch on this one. Brain Flakes down along the near side boards, battling Echo. Captain Duck getting a better side on that one. Triggered Kid knocking it loose. Echo picking up where he left off. Takes it up to the far side. Looks to take this one out. Down Center Avenue. Shooting! Not able to score. Echo shot off the face of Sriracha. Sriracha, beautiful net front presence. Sent down back off the backboard. Brain Flakes here. Takes this one out. Gray getting a nice bank pass down to Echo. Echo off the backhand looks to send this one out. Not able to find a defenseman back there. Captain Duck with an empty net shoots off the side of the cage. Triggered Kid gets a touch. Captain Duck looking for the wraparound off the forehand. Not able to send it in. Echo shoots, not able to find his way past Brain Flakes. Brain Flakes gets a hand on this one. Triggered Kid here getting a hand. Gets this one back down to Gray. Not able to get that one towards the net. Echo up the far side. Not able to find his way through. Sriracha stuttering. Brain Flakes there with the clear down. Gray not able to get a hand on that one. Brain Flakes looking hungry up in front of the crease. Captain Duck gets that one into the corner. Triggered Kid off Captain Duck. Throws it down farther behind the enemy goal line. Off the back end, out in front. No one home. Sriracha, tip of the stick, keeps this one going off the forehand. Gets a hand on that one was Triggered Kid. Back to the point, Captain Duck. Shot saved by Echo. Off the forehand, Captain Duck retreats with this one. Sends over to Brain Flakes. Off the hip, not able to get the tape on that one. Triggered Kid off the back end. Looks for the shot. Shooting, not able to score off the side of the cage. Sriracha here picking this one up. Echo gets a nice wraparound. Gray here looking for the shot. Not able to find the tape neither. Brain Flakes shooting, not able to score. Triggered Kid behind his own net with 3 minutes, 5 seconds remaining in front of his crease. Dangerous play. Over to Echo. Shoots, not able to score on the tic-tac-toe play. And this one might be coming back out, but Triggered Kid has other ideas. Sent down to the near side. Echo here looking to take this one back to Gray at the point. Thrown back down to Echo. Echo off the backhand. Finds its way to Trigger. Trigger not able to pull the trigger. And that one gets cleared out of the way of harm for the light-emitting Dangles, keeping their 3 lead safe. Gray looks for the shot. Shoots. Scores! And we have a 2-goal difference now. Echo's feed to Gray is a success. Along the near side blue line up in the attacking zone. And that is a beautiful shot and a beautiful goal. Keeps the Alaskan All-Stars in the game. And that one trickles towards the net. Sriracha rewarded with the save. Gray keeps this one alive. Thrown back down. It's triggered. Not able to get the forehand on that one. Brain Flakes there off of Echo into the boards. Up to Triggered. Gets this one out. Sriracha off the backhand. Once, twice, 3 times. Finds Bran. Bran off the tip. Shoots towards the net. Gray keeps this one wide. Off the boards. Brings this one down to the near side. Sriracha getting a hand on this one. Throws this one up to the far side. Captain Duck here with a little bit of elbow room off the forehand. Throws it back down to the near side. Sriracha off the forehand against Gray on the backhand. Sriracha retreats with this one. Bank pass down to the far side. Brain Flakes here with it. Looks to bank pass that one off the boards. Finds Captain Duck off of Echo. Echo drives the crease. Just not able to get the backhander on that one in time. Echo back to Gray. Getting a hand on this one. Trigger Kid towards the net. Echo almost getting that one. But that one is wide. Sriracha off of Echo. Triggered Kid off of Duck. Far side boards. Brain Flakes off Greg. Brain Flakes keeping this one. Shooting hits. Triggered Kid. Kid keeping this one back behind the goal line up against Captain Duck. Winning that stick battle. Throws this one neutral zone. Goes off Captain Duck. Sriracha here with it now. Hits the point. Looking for the shot. Shooting hits. Gray. Gray with another save. Captain Duck with the goal only in his eyes. Denied at the last second. And Brain Flakes will find the back of the netting after that one. Making it 4-7. And a 3-goal lead is revitalized. That's the wrong goal horn. I'm sorry, I'm just not in the driver's seat this evening. Gray here, back to Triggered, off the hip, thrown to the far side. Captain Duck off the forehand, off the far side boards. Triggered Kid here looking to return that one back down. Echo intercepted, or Sriracha intercepting that one, intended for Echo. Off a Triggered Kid, Brain Flakes with the interception. Off a Triggered Kid once again down to the near side. Sriracha in the offensive zone. Forehand shot just wide down the near side. Triggered up against Captain Duck, thrown into the corner. Gray here getting a hand on this one down to the near side. Captain Duck off the backhand. Gray getting a touch on this one as well. Just a touch of olive oil down to the far side. Captain Duck here with a hand on this one. Looking to take possession and keep it as they play a little bit of keep away with 48 seconds remaining. Here's Echo down to the far side. Into the corner. Sriracha here sends this one out the length of the ice. 40 seconds remaining here in the third period of play. 7-4 is our score. Sriracha out in the crease. Shoots. Scores! Scores! Oh my gosh, my fingers just don't want to push the right keys. I don't know why. 34 seconds remaining. The difference is now 4. Light Emitting Dangles in the lead over the All-Stars. This is not the score I was expecting whenever the undefeated team was playing the last team in the intermediate division. The All-Stars really coming out, putting on a good show, despite where they're seated at. This could be a nice turnaround for the All-Stars in the season, as they're starting to pick up momentum. The acquisition of Echo paying off in that play specifically, making it 5-8. With 13 seconds remaining, they're playing for pride, and I think they've gotten it this match. Triggered Kid, bank pass down to the far side. Echo drives towards the crease off the backhand. Brainflake's taking this one away. 3 seconds remaining. 2 seconds, 1 second. And that's going to be the end of the ball game. The final score between the All-Stars and the Light Emitting Dangles. Philadelphia takes the cake 8-5. What a match between these two teams. A lot of fun. No lag, thankfully. Next up on the list are the St. Cloud Storm taking on the Columbus Clappers. Sure to be a good one to watch if you're into the professional division. Very high-ranked teams up there in the standings. Both of these teams are going to play back-to-back. This is Columbus Clappers' second night in a row playing back-to-back, as they have a few games to make up in the season. But that much and more at 10. So thank you for tuning in this far into the stream and bearing with us through the lag spikes. And we were treated to a nice 9:30 game, All-Stars against the Light Emitting Dangles. A lot of action in that game and a lot of fun to cast. Thank you both teams for playing your hearts out for our amusement. We'll be back at 10 in about 8 minutes. Check it out. This is the first time I've seen anyone that knows what they're doing play Slapshot. I got the game about a week ago. Hey, it's a good time to get into it. It's a really fun game. It's free, and you know what? There's a way to support the developers if you're interested in it. There's a premium package. It's DLC on the Steam shop. It's a great way to support the developers, get better servers. It is one of the nice benefits, along with the other benefits being a glowing name in the chat leaderboards and the scoreboard, as well as a permanent 10% experience bonus and a 10% Pucks bonus. The Pucks is what you buy stuff with. It's pretty great. This is one of the best free games on the market, and this is the best way, apart from Patreon, to support the developers. You also get the cool little, the hat and the jersey down on the bottom right. 15 bucks. It's only there if you want it. It's quite nice. I enjoy it. I don't have it, but I enjoy it. I will be getting it whenever I get the money to get it, though. But yeah, we'll be back at 10. Well, I didn't know Io was still here. Hi. But yeah, if you want to support the developers, that's the best way to do it. Developers do a lot for us. We might as well do something for them. I'm not sponsored by them. That was my own decision to do that. I want to be clear with that before people start accusing me of being a sellout. Yeah, we'll be back in about 7 minutes for the Clappers game. Be there or don't. I don't really care. That's up to you. We're not doing dubstep today. This is kind of dubstep, but it's alright. It's Kirby. One day. I'd be happy to be sponsored by you guys. I mean, I feel like I already am, but, you know. Big games coming up here. We got the St. Cloud Storm taking on the Columbus Clappers here this evening. Taking a peek, if, I don't know, did the St. Cloud Storm win? Does anybody know? If they won, their record is 4-2, going up against the Clappers, coming off a loss against the Toronto Penguins. Heartbreaking, to say the least. Looking at the two matchups, we got the Titans clashing against each other. Meat Sail, Panarin, Rodeo, and Slime from the Columbus Clappers. St. Cloud's side, not anybody to snuff off. K-Spire, Seppi, Super Duper Kyle, and Lazy Trout all up there. Starting prediction is, I don't have one. I really have no idea what's going to happen, but I'm so excited. I'm vibrating with excitement to see what happens. K-Spire and the St. Cloud Storm taking on Panarin and the Clappers. Sure to be the best match you're ever going to see. K-Spire, absolutely a beast during the first week of play, netting copious amounts of points. And it's going to be an onslaught of offense. Panarin's an absolute titan on the defensive side, keeping the crease clear as best as anybody I've ever met. Marc-Andre Fleury, Carey Price of the league, if you will. But sure to be one of the best matchups here in the rebound season, if I do say so myself. Clappers not looking the hottest they've ever been in the season, but, you know, servers not the greatest. It's got to be said. Hopefully, we don't experience that this game, as we did whenever we watched the Typhoons and All-Stars game earlier. So if the slap gods are permitting, you will have the best slapshot game in history. It's still a toss-up. I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen. Looking at the pro standings. Columbus Clappers. This isn't updated. I don't know who won in the Toronto Penguins actually take first place. Let me see if I can quickly snap this one in there. There's like no staff available tonight. I don't know what's going on. Underdog's an absolute titan back there. These are the updated standings. I don't know the outcome of the Storms game, but Toronto Penguins right now in first place, getting her 10th point and the tiebreaker over the Columbus Clappers, knocked down in the second place with a 5-2 record. Brooklyn Bandits at 4-1, having given the Columbus Clappers their second loss, or their first loss of 2 of the season, down in third place. Below them, the current game, the St. Cloud Storm looking to leap up a few points in the standings. This will put them solidifying their spot in fourth place. St. Cloud Storm currently tied with the Bermuda Breakaway for fourth and fifth place. St. Cloud Storm and the Bermuda Breakaway both having a 3-2 record, only separated by, I think it's head-to-head. Am I going to cast the Mobsters game? I don't know. As of right now, this is my last game. The site doesn't have any West games being played after 10 o'clock. So if you're from the West and you want me to cast, just please update the site so I know what I need to set up my stream for. All of today's games, except the Yosemite Bobcats against the Covtown Crows, are set to play at 8 o'clock Pacific time, which is now. I should cast the Mobsters game. When is it? I don't have anything set up. It takes me about 3 hours to get all the graphics and everything set up for like a three game setup. If I said the word setup many times, that's because I've run out of words to say. I think the St. Cloud Storm game is still going on. I'm not entirely sure. Is anyone streaming that? Is it St. Cloud versus Sail? Is that the game that's going on right now? It should be. Maybe. Sorry, I'll turn my focus back to the game at hand. The Sail and Otters game was supposed to take place. That'll have to be remade this evening. St. Cloud Storm versus the Chicago Sail, currently being played, I guess? Maybe it's in overtime. It's hard to say. Does anybody know? Does anyone have any, like, insider scoop on that matchup. Meat Sale looking to be the starting lineup for the Clappers. Slime sitting on the bench seems to be the play this evening. The Columbus Clappers in the Toronto Penguins game was played over on Love's channel. That is twitch.tv/atomicals. If you want to go and check out the VOD, there is the link. Yeah, the only game so far not streamed, I don't think the Chicago Sale versus the Storm game was streamed. So that is a bit unfortunate. We just kind of ran out of casters. I can confirm the Cloud were in an overtime against the Sale. I wish somebody was casting that. But Super Duper Kyle, K-Spire, and Seppi set to be the starting lineup. Sitting out Lazy Trout there as their fourth this evening for the St. Cloud Storm. Sure to be a great game here this evening. Clash of the top tier of the professional division. Looking to go head-to-head here this evening. I'm excited. I don't know about you guys. I'm very excited. As long as we don't have lag and the slap gods permit it, we will slap on. All of the players are ready in the lobby. We will get this one underway. As the Clappers take on the St. Cloud Storm. The puck is dropped and the game is on. K-Spire taking this one down the near side. Clappers in the red. And the Storm in the blue. Just as I intended it on the scoreboard. Not having to adapt in any way, shape, or form. Everything's perfectly fine and functional. Said no caster ever. K-Spire back to Super Duper. Drives down the near side. Rodeo causing a roadblock. Seppi picks up where he left off. Looking for that shot off the defensive side. Over to Super Duper. Nice interception by Panarin. Goes off Seppi to the far boards. Here's Meat Sale with it. Taking it down in the far side corner. Tries to get it out of the defensive end. Pass down to Panarin from Rodeo. Picks this one up off the backhand. Scoops this one. Trying to get that one out. Seppi there not allowing that one. And brings it back down to the defensive end. Wrapped to the far side. And Meat Sale to pick that one up. Panarin with a nice dump down. Rodeo coming after this one. Super Duper Kyle getting that one down along the back side. Meat Sale at the point. Off the back end, forehand, off of Seppi, down the length of the ice, back into the Clapper zone it goes. Meat Sale to retrieve that one up to Rodeo at his own point. K-Spire making life difficult. Meat Sale getting a hand on the far side faceoff circle. Tries to drive this one out of the defensive end on the breakout. Looks for Rodeo. Super Duper Kyle with a nice stick check. Gets a little bit of elbow room off the forehand on the defensive end. Takes charge on the breakout, coming out for the Storm. Off the backhand. Looking to take this one down the near side. Able to get that one down behind the enemy goal line. Panarin, the lone man to greet that puck at the door. Going to bring this one right back out. Looking to scoop it down to Meat Sale. Up to Rodeo. Rodeo back to Panarin. And the neutral zone, looking to take this off the forehand, back to Rodeo, down in the far side corner, battles against K-Spire. K-Spire out the other way for the Storm, gets to the neutral zone, but slapped up by Panarin. Seppi against Meat Sale. Meat Sale up against K-Spire now, up along the far side boards. Rodeo off the backhand, out in front, looking for Meat Sale, not able to find him. Panarin here, off the backhand, retreats. Seppi trailing him at a respectable distance. You know, don't want to get the coronavirus all spread around. You know, you just got to keep it. Rodeo with a shot, not able to find it. Meat Sale in the zone, looking for a shot off. Seppi scores, and we have a 1-0 game. Clappers lead it, finding the back of the net first here in this battle of two. Absolutely insane out there on the ice. 3 minutes, 12 seconds remaining in the first period of play. What are my thoughts on being an auctioneer? I like this more. If you can keep up with my speaking, then I will speak at this pace. That's if you can listen to rap, you can listen to me. That's my motto. Seppi along the near side boards, battles against Meat Sale. Meat Sale brings this one back off the backhand, brings it down the near side, looks over to Rodeo. Rodeo shooting towards the net, not able to pull the trigger as that one leaks off the side of the stick. Here's Super Duper from K-Spire. Back to K-Spire. Off the backhand. Reversing this one back around to the near side. Off the forehand. The backhand. Brings it in towards the zone. Not able to get past Meat Sale. Meat Sale out the other way. Off the backhand. The forehand. The whole 9 yards. K-Spire knocking it loose. Panarin there picking it up for the Clappers. Brings this one back down to the defensive end. Back over to Meat Sale. Up to Rodeo. Not able to find him as he was a little behind on that play. Super Duper Kyle back in the defensive corner. Having a little bit of trouble with this. Brings it down along to K-Spire. K-Spire off to Seppi, off of Panarin. Stick Panarin here down low, looking to take it to Rodeo. Rodeo out in front, looks for Meat Sale off the back end, keeps possession, throws it out in front, and Rodeo at the point, shooting, scoring! 2-0 Clappers. Clappers looking to redeem themselves, coming off the back of a devastating loss. The St. Cloud Storm wearing themselves thin with a lengthy overtime, and the effects are apparent out here on the ice. 2 minutes, 10 seconds remaining. Clappers are leading 2-0. Panarin looks to make it 3, scooped out in front, no one there to capitalize on it. Super Duper Kyle back behind his own net, looking to take charge up the ice. Forehand pass off the near side boards, not able to connect with Seppi. Panarin up to Meatsale. Clappers looking for the offensive side. K-Spire gets a tip on that one, looks to take that one off Panarin. Panarin staying composed up the far side, drives into the point, finds his way down to the corner, wraps around down to the defensive end for the St. Cloud Storm. Rodeo down along the goal line, battles against Super Duper Kyle. K-Spire takes it away, shoots, hits Meatsale along the crease of the Clappers net, and Seppi gets a nice touch on this one, keeps the pressure applied in the offensive zone on the Clappers' points. Rodeo back to Panarin. Panarin controls this one. K-Spire there knocking it loose for just a moment. Panarin back on the defensive end, wraps this one down around his own net, takes this one down to the near side, pass down to Rodeo, shoots, nice save by Super Duper Kyle, crashes the net. Meatsale not able to find the daylight at the end of the tunnel, and the Cloud keep it a 2-0 game. Super Duper down the ice. Meatsale with a hand on this one. K-Spire gets a touch on this one. Forehand shot, not able to find the netting as off the near side. The puck goes. Rodeo, bank pass off the near side board. Super Duper Kyle here for the Storm, brings it right back. Meatsale knocks him off the puck, off the forehand. Looks to take this one up the far side. Shooting down the ice. Not able to find the netting on that one. Super Duper Kyle with 52 seconds remaining. Dumps this one down the full 200. Panarin running after this one. Gets a backhand on that one. K-Spire there pressuring. Panarin up the far side boards off the backhand. Meatsale are getting that one farther into the offensive zone. Super Duper Kyle here bringing it down to the near side. Off the backhander. Gets this one out. K-Spire banking this one over to the far side. Seppi here with it now, where he'll take charge for the St. Cloud Storm. Up to K-Spire. Brings it along the red line. Meatsale there with a nice read on that play. Gets this one down to the near side. Seppi and Meatsale battle. Knocks it loose over to Panarin. Panarin on the defensive end for the Clappers off the backhand. Bank pass off to Meatsale. Meatsale shoots, hits the near side post. Radio cleans it up and scores, making it 3-0. Beautiful end of the period action here for the Clappers, making the goal differential 3 with 22 seconds only remaining in the first period of play. They find themselves sitting on top with a comfy lead. Rodeo back to Panarin. Panarin off the forehand, back to Meatsale. Back to Panarin. Looking for that one was K-Spire. Rodeo retrieving this one to Panarin. Panarin at the red line. Tries to drive into the far side point. Back to Rodeo. Rodeo in the neutral zone. Shooting off of the side of K-Spire. Seppi with control. And that will be the end of the first period of play. Columbus Clappers in the lead 3-0 against the St. Cloud Storm. Beautiful game from both sides of the ice. The Clappers definitely having the majority of offensive pressure out there. K-Spire and the company looking to take this one right back to the house coming out of the second period with a little bit of fire, perhaps. Sure to be a good match, if I do say so myself. The Clappers and the Storm are always formidable opponents out there on the ice. Nothing but high-impact action, crease to crease, tape to tape, up and down the ice. Sure to be a good one. You do not want to miss it. I'm going to turn that off. So, not that. Where am I looking for? This one. Panarin has crashed. He's unplugged his router. You can't believe the amazing performance he was having. He threw the router out the window. It is currently in the creek. He has to go back and get it because we still have 10 minutes to play. Meatsale said he had a rough day and he had to go. Alright, we're good. Panarin's back, and we'll jump right into the third period of action. Panarin looking to have a better second period. Not only having, a 3-goal difference, but he wants to make it more than that. If Panarin had his way, I believe he would want to mercy roll, as all teams should. Meatsale taking this one up to the far side. Rodeo after this one. K-Spire swing miss. Rodeo brings it down the far side. Throws it out in front. Meatsale off the back end. Looks for a shot. Not able to find its way through the traffic. Rodeo back to Panarin. Panarin looking to keep charge. Seppi knocking that one loose. Panarin here taking this one off the forehand. Looks to sauce it out to Rodeo off of Meatsale. Shot scores! Seppi able to find the back of the net. We have a 1-3 game now. Clappers only in the lead by 2. Seppi with a nice spinorama able to find its way off the tip of the stick into the back of the twine of the Columbus netting. And we have a 2-point difference. K-Spire, immediate shot. Nice save by Panarin. Nice send up by Meatsale. Super Duper with a shot off the side of Rodeo. Panarin here with a hand on this one. Looks to take this one back down to the far side. Meatsale picking this one up. K-Spire pressuring. Thrown down farther by Meatsale. Rodeo in the corner battles against Super Duper Kyle. Kyle looking to take this one out. Rodeo has other plans. Drives the crease off of Meatsale. Meatsale keeps this one at the point. Rodeo picks it up from the slot to the point. Drives it out of the zone. Meatsale continues that trend as K-Spire battles against the point against Meatsail. Meatsail slaps it down, decides he doesn't want any part of that pie, and Super Duper Kyle will snap this one up towards the crease, almost on net, off the side of the cage. It would have been, but Panarin getting the contact. Panarin up against K-Spire. K-Spire steals away, shoots into the near side post and wide. The score remains the same, and the Columbus Clappers with possession. Panarin off the backhand. Seppi reads that one beautifully. Battles against the stick. Panarin here off the far side. Pass over to Meatsail. Meatsail looking for the shot. Shooting. Scoring! And we have a 4-1 game with a 3-point difference once again. Beautiful slap shot coast to coast. Clappers just coming up with the majority of chances. That's all there is to it. With 3 minutes 33 seconds remaining, the difference is 3. A lot of threes involved in that call, but we'll try to stay composed. Meatsail here in the offense goes off Seppi. Seppi controls this one for the Cloud, or the St. Cloud Storm. Meatsail with a swing, keeping his stick elevated, finding its way to Rodeo. Rodeo against the boards, battles against Seppi, winning this one. Backhand over to Panarin. Panarin now over to Meatsail. Meatsail looking for the shot, shooting, not able to score as it goes off the near side. Panarin here reversing this one off the backhand. Super Duper Kyle is staying ever present up to Meatsail, finding its way. K-Spire getting a nice touch on that one. Meatsail here down to the near side, carries this one up to the far side boards. Rodeo picks this one up, losing it to Seppi. Seppi battles in the neutral zone, gets past Panarin up into the corner. Panarin knocks Seppi off the puck. Rodeo down here with the forehand pass up in front. Meatsail not able to get the forehead on that one as it looked like it was roof. Shot off the side of the cage from Meatsail. Seppi here to return this one to sender, perhaps. Meatsail with a nice pick. Rodeo shooting, hits K-Spire, stays on top of Seppi's stick. I don't know if that was lag or if I had a stroke, but it comes out of the play. Not either way. K-Spire driving down Meatsail there, meeting him, finds his way down to Panarin for the Columbus Clappers, breaking out of the defensive end. Seppi with a nice touch, goes off Rodeo. K-Spire off Rodeo once again, sent down into the defensive end for the Storm. 1-4 the score with 2 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. K-Spire shoots, not able to find its way into the paint. Panarin, backhander to himself, drives down to the far side. Brought back, K-Spire gets a hand on this one. Driving down off the backhand, looks to take it out into the crease. Meatsail getting a hand on that one. K-Spire back to Super Duper Kyle. Brings this one down to the near side. Getting a touch on that one. Meatsail getting a nice battle up against Kyle along the boards. Panarin here down to the far side. Going to bring this one out after a moment. 1:54 remaining. Shot off of Seppi down to the far side. K-Spire brings this one down. Throws it over to Seppi. Seppi along the near side boards. Going to drive into the offensive zone for the Storm. Rodeo picks it up. Finds Panarin back behind his own cage. Thrown down to the near side and goes out of the zone. With 1 minute 40 remaining in the second period of play, the difference is 3. The lead horse in the race are the Clappers, and we'll see if they can drive this offensive possession into a conversion as K-Spire are able to clear that one down, having the opposite idea. Meatsail out to the Rodeo. Rodeo shoots, scores! 5-1 now the score. The Clappers extend the lead yet again. Beautiful tape-to-tape action in the back of the twine is the result. Beautiful execution. Couldn't have been a glitch in Slapshot. There's no glitches, no problems. Not even lag in this game. I swear, Slapshot's perfect in every way. Panarin on net would have been if Kyle wasn't there. Rodeo shooting K-Spire with a beautiful box out. Meatsail down along the near side, losing that one. Panarin picking this one up for the Clappers. Takes this one up to the far side. Shooting! Not able to score. Kyle standing tall in the crease. Undefeated so far this game. Out in front, Rodeo was the intended receiver. Only finds Seppi and K-Spire. K-Spire down low, trying to get away from Meatsail. And he does just that. Pass out to Seppi. Intercepted by Panarin. Seppi with an opportunity to score. Not able to find its way on the tape. Down to the far side. K-Spire here. Off forehand. The backhand. The shot saved by Meatsail. Slapped away by K-Spire. Freed up. Meatsail advancing this for Columbus. K-Spire not able to stop him quite yet. Sent back to the point. Panarin here. Back to Meatsail. Meatsail in the corner. Throws it off the side of the cage. Nice save by Kyle. Keeps that one back behind the goal line. Meatsail with 30 seconds remaining in the second period of play. Lead by 4. K-Spire up against Rodeo. Out into the paint. Kyle there with the backhander. Keeps this one out into the neutral zone. Panarin here looking to dangle his way through center avenue. Pass over to Meatsail. Not able to snap his wrist hard enough. And Super Duper Kyle up against Rodeo. The battle is now. Columbus looking to take it out into the crease. Shooting this one away is K-Spire with 10 seconds remaining. The score remains the same. Panarin down low in his own crease, looking to pin this one up for the remainder of the period. Goes off K-Spire down to the neutral zone, and that will be the end of the second period of play. 5-1 the score, 4 points is the difference. The lead horse is Columbus. Sure to be a third period full of action as the St. Cloud Storm trying to get back into the saddle to try and answer these goals from the Columbus Clappers. We'll see if they can do just that as the puck is dropped. The game is on and the final 5 minutes is underway. K-Spire down to the near side, off the forehand, off of Rodeo, takes this one down into the neutral zone. Meatsail driving into the offensive zone, goes off K-Spire, off the back end, going to take this one, and shooting, not able to find its way into the net, off the near side it goes. Seppi controls this one for the St. Cloud Storm, off of Panarin, brings this one back for the Clappers. Panarin, off the backhand, forehand, sent out. Rodeo with a backhander, not able to get enough tape on that one to send it on net. Super duper Kyle here for the Storm, going to bring this one off the forehand. Meatsail controlling that one quite nicely, off the hip of Seppi. Seppi in the neutral zone, looks for the shot, shooting, and off the far side it goes. K-Spire pinned in the Columbus net by Panarin. Don't see that too often in the professional division. Open might be a different story, but up here, not exactly a common occurrence. Panarin with a nice forehander over to Meatsail. Meatsail in the offensive zone, up against Seppi. Seppi loosens that into the neutral zone. Panarin there picking that one up for the Columbus Clappers. Thrown down to Rodeo after the bank pass off the backboard. Seppi keeps that one wide of the netting. Meatsail there keeping that one in possession for the guys in red. Panarin taking this one off the back, taking his time. Off the forehand, finding its way down to Meatsail. K-Spire pressuring Rodeo, shooting, not able to score as it goes off the far side. Meatsail off the side of the cage, out in front. Panarin at the blue line. Pressured up by Seppi, sent back to his defensive end, where he'll take that one in front of his crease, starting the breakout for the Columbus Clappers. Looking to backhand that over to Meatsail with a nice fake. Kyle getting a hand on this one, back behind his own cage. My voice is starting to crack. I don't know why. Seppi looking to draw this one off the K-Spire feed. Panarin up against Seppi. Seppi out in front. Nice save by Rodeo, keeping that one out of the way of harm. 3 minutes, 20 seconds remaining here in the third period of play. St. Cloud Storm are down, but they're not out as Meatsail takes possession. K-Spire looking to return that favor down to the far side, off the forehand, pass out in front, intercepted by Meatsail, and Meatsail will come out the other way. Shooting off K-Spire, wide of the net. Seppi with it now, off the forehand, off of Rodeo. K-Spire out in the neutral zone, intercepted by Meatsail. Meatsail with an open net, passes it to Rodeo. Rodeo not able to get a hand on that one after it banks off the boards. He will do just that. Down to the near side, sends it to Meatsail off of the board. Seppi here getting that one down the length of the ice. 2:46 remaining. 4 points is the gap. Seppi here, down to the near side. Up to the far side, my bad. K-Spire here at the neutral zone, going to control this off the back end. Rodeo eyeing him up like a Krispy Kreme donut on a Tuesday morning. K-Spire off the back end. Rodeo pops it loose. Looks for the offensive drive. Shooting off of Seppi. K-Spire up in the neutral zone. Driving on. Goes off Rodeo. Rodeo with one to beat. Does just that. Scoring their 6th goal of the match. Columbus Clappers up 6-1 on the St. Cloud Storm. And the gap might be unreachable now as Rodeo finds the back of the twine yet again this evening in the third period of play. With 2:22 remaining in regulation, we'll see if the St. Cloud Storm are able to generate some offense here in the upcoming moments. K-Spire looking to do that. Meatsail there, the brick wall himself, keeping that one neutralized. K-Spire advancing it into the offensive zone. Off the backhand, Panarin there keeps an easy save. Throws it up to Rodeo. Rodeo here with it now. Looks for Meatsail off the back end. A shot instead off of K-Spire. Seppi back behind the goal. It goes off Rodeo. Meatsail in the neutral zone. Going to pick this one up. Bank pass to himself. Seppi here picking it up, throwing it off to the far side. Seppi here. Panarin getting a hand on this one off the backhand. Forehand. Backhand once again. Bank pass off the near side boards. K-Spire with a nice read. Intercepting that one. Throws it up to Seppi. Meatsail there with a nice interception for Columbus. Finds his way back to Panarin with 1:40 remaining. Columbus Clappers are leading 6-1. Seppi interception. Shooting. Scoring. And the Cloud are right back in it. 2-6. The Storm, my bad. I'm sorry. The St. Cloud Storm right back in it. 2-6 now the score. Rodeo off the wall into the net. K-Spire awarded the goal from the feet of Super Duper Kyle. And that one's going to make the difference 3. And the St. Cloud Storm have some life here in the late game with 1:30 remaining in the third period of play. Rodeo takes charge, looking to retaliate here with his 2 unanswered goals, and he does just that, making it 3-7. From the blue line, off the back, and beats Kyle on the shorthand. And that one finds the back of the twine quite nicely. Meatsail up to the far side, drives onto the offense, off of K-Spire, keeps it in the corner. Off the backhand, forehand, takes it behind his cage, starts to break out for the St. Cloud Storm. Off of Meatsail, K-Spire keeping control in the corner, brings it down behind his own cage. Meatsail keeping pressure on. As Meatsail takes charge on the wraparound, looking for the shot, delaying, trying to see if the goaltender would make a mistake, but he doesn't. And the score remains the same because of that. K-Spire with a few stick checks, gets a little bit of freedom. Rodeo right back on him. Panarin here off the forehand, the backhand, looking to drag his way down the far side. Gets the puck back. Backhand shot, hits the side of the cage. Kyle taking this one for the Storm, brings it down to the near side, sauces that one down to K-Spire. K-Spire out in front, Seppi almost able to capitalize on that pass out through the crease, in one end, out the other, just like any class with information going in one ear and out the other. That wasn't the best analogy, but, you know, there you have it. Panarin looking for the pass up to the far side. Rodeo here picking it up back to the point. Meatsail trying to drive towards the net. Seppi getting a hand on that one. Bank pass off the near side boards. Looking for K-Spire, Panarin, Meatsail. Meatsail getting a final say on that one. K-Spire, or Super Duper Kyle. I saw the K for some reason. And I thought, you know what? K-Spire's name starts with a K. And I went with that. Rodeo off the offensive side. Goes off Seppi into the far side corner. 3 seconds remaining. And that will mark the end of the match. Columbus Clappers coming out on top 7-3. Now the final score of the evening. Columbus and St. Cloud, beautiful matchup, beautiful game between these two teams. Nothing bad to say about either side. Both of them playing their hearts out. Just, you know, some of the opportunities landed on one guy's stick and not the other. That advances Columbus to having a 6-2 record. And the St. Cloud Storm fall to a 4-3 as seen on screen. Beautiful matchup in the professional division to cap out the night for me here this evening. Final score 3-7 yet once again, just in case you missed it the first time around. Not sure what the St. Cloud Storm's final was on the overtime game. Does anyone have a feed on that yet? No? I mean, for the sake of the game, we'll assume they won in overtime. If you give me the hottest of seconds, I will get you the updated standings here in the professional division. By the hottest of seconds, I mean now. Taking a look at the professional standings, we have the Columbus Clappers remaining the top dogs in the league as they take it back from the Toronto Penguins. For just a moment, the Toronto Penguins were first place, but they were kicked right back down into second. Not a bad spot to be in the Pro Division at any stretch of the imagination. Columbus Clappers in first with a 6-2 record. Toronto Penguins with a 5-1 record. Brooklyn Bandits with a 4-1 record. Just below them, as their one game wasn't even in regulation they lost. They lost in overtime to the Yosemite Grizzlies, if you can believe that. I'm pretty sure, you don't quote me on that one, look it up for yourself, but I'm pretty sure it was the Yosemite Grizzlies down in the 6th seed. Down in 4th place, St. Cloud Storm keeping their spot with a total of 8 points, not going up nor down at the end of that last game. Having a 4-3 record now currently. Bermuda Breakaway here with a 3-2 record. That's assuming the St. Cloud Storm won their overtime game. If not, they would be 3-4, which would probably throw them back down into 5th place. I'm assuming they won. They take 4th place. 4-3 the record. Bermuda Breakaway 3-2. Yosemite Grizzlies 2-4. Chicago Sail 1-4. Otters are 1-3. And then the Michigan Mallards looking for their first win of the season. Hopefully that comes here in week number 2. If not, that's just unfortunate. Michigan Mallards have a lot of time left in the season to bring this season around, or bring this around to a winning record. We'll see if they can do just that as we continue on into week number 3 of the Slapshot Premier League. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. It's been a lot of fun casting these East Coast games, and it's been a joy of a ride. I love the pro games. So much fun to cast. With that being said, that's going to do it here this evening as the schedule comes to a close here at 10:30 here on the East Coast. I thank you all for tuning in. If you want to pick up this game, it's free to play on Steam. I saw a couple new faces here in the chat. I figured I'd throw it out. And if you want to support the developers, you get a bunch of cool stuff. It's $15 on Steam, or you could go to Patreon. Either or, there's a lot of cool things up there for grabs. $14.99 is the price. You get all of these perks, the Zeus hat, the jersey, a glowing name in not only the chat, the leaderboards, but also the scoreboard whenever you're in the game. Permanent 10% experience boost, as well as a 10% pucks boost. That's the currency in the game. If you're not familiar, that's how you buy cosmetics like Panarin's hat. You also get the ability for any stick highlight, puck highlight, whichever you want, you get that color outside of the preset like red, yellow, blue, purple, white. You get to do whatever you want. If you want to support the devs, that's how you do it. Thank you for tuning in. That's going to do it here this evening for me, and I will see you guys next time. Alright, so if you guys want to do like a little Q&A, like you can. I'll stick around for a couple minutes more, and then I'll go submit stats into the site. That's more for like the YouTube clip of this game. Gotta get a quick outro in there. If you guys don't have any questions, I'll shut this off after like 5 minutes. I'm not doing West Coast games tonight, I'm sorry. I'm gonna answer that now. My voice can't take it. Favorite pizza topping? I'd probably roll with sausage. Sausage is pretty... Sausage. I can't even say it. My throat is just absolutely tormented from all the casting recently. I need to take a day off at some point. Yeah, I'd roll with sausage. Anything really. I haven't tried pineapple. I want to try that at least one time. So whenever somebody brings it up, I can, you know, have some validation behind my stance on it. I was looking for the word validity, but I don't think that's a real word. Why can I think of only food questions? Lick the center out of the Oreo or eat the whole Oreo? I would just eat the whole Oreo. I never eat Oreos unless I have milk. So, I don't know why. I'm lactose intolerant too. I don't know how that works out, but that's my stance on that. You gotta eat the whole Oreo. Well, the reason I think you can only think of food questions is either A, you're hungry, or it's just the most relatable thing. Like, if you go on a date with somebody, you can always bring up food. That's something you both do. You both eat food. So, like, that's just a common topic that anybody can, you know, pick up. Yeah, should we start... I kind of want to start, like, a caster's podcast where we don't let anybody else in. It's just me, you, and Min, love. Atomicals, whichever... Do you want me to call you Love or Atomicals? That's my question to you. We're reversing the roles here a little bit, but... I respond to either, I don't care. Alright, so you're like me. I mean, I don't care what you call me. It is what it is, you know? But I guess you don't really have any variation. That's how I feel about my name in real life. I have a nickname and my full name. I respond to either, it doesn't matter to me. I guess it counts for my name. Taxil and Darth. Genos or Pats? I have no idea what you mean by that. Are you talking about... the St. Pats? The basketball team? Because I don't follow basketball, and I prefer the Pats then. I know nothing about either of them. Pats is just easier to say. Philly cheesesteak joint. Oh, I have no idea. I haven't heard of either of those. I'm from Pittsburgh. We don't really have Philly cheesesteaks out here. I mean, there's a couple places that'll serve them, but for the most part, they're just nowhere to be found. Like, there's a few mom and pop shops around here that'll serve that up, but 9 times out of 10, they're just I can't find any. Ooh. I felt my heart explode when I hiccups. I might actually be having a stroke. Or it could just be that I have my computer's audio way too high up and I can't even hear myself talk most of the time. Because these are noise canceling headphones. So like when I do commentary, I don't hear anything. Like it's mostly silence. It's so odd. Like imagine a speech jammer, but instead of not like getting delayed audio, you just don't get any audio at all. I mean, you get like the bassy reverb that you only hear coming like through your vocal cords, because speaking is vibrations, and you know, your head kind of vibrates. That's why you sound bassier to yourself than you do when you talk, like you hear a recording of yourself. So like I hear that vibration, but nothing outside of that. I think it would be cool to bring back the Cycle podcast for the Slapshot Premier League, because I wasn't here when it was around the first time, but I'd be all for bringing back the Cycle, because the Ice Workers are doing their own podcast, but it's kind of I got on it today and they were just trashing the Open Division, and I'm from the Open Division, and so I mean I didn't really care to listen to it, gonna be honest. That's the only episode I've listened to so far though. That's my stance on the Ice Orca podcast. I think we should bring back the Cycle. That's my other stance. You can clip that if you want. Oh, the Sailor beat the Storm in overtime. Oh, that's unfortunate. It's like, I'm checking the log file. Yuri said it was a 5-minute 43-second overtime. That is actually insane. Alright, I'm gonna go get food, and then I'm gonna finish doing open committee stuff on the staff, updating stats and whatever. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. The support's been great. Aya hitting me with the 5 gifted subs was absolutely awesome. But I'm gonna go get food, and then I'm gonna go do stuff on Discord. Atomicals, if you want to chat, hit me up. I'm down to, chill. I'm used to casting till like midnight, but thank you for tuning in. I'll catch you guys next time.